again? Was it
It's
actually
called
as?
Tip Top, I believe.
Okay.
And I forget, I think it's like the songs of ennui or something in French or
That's
something
funny.
like that. I think that's what it's called.
They
I'll
translated
have
ennui
to.
into French.
I think it's Le Chanson d'ennui. I
Okay,
think
I was just kidding.
something
Zena
like
But
that.
speaks French.
the word
I
ennui
do
was
not.
French, and that's why I was
do
joking.
not.
They
It's like
translated the word
my
into the language.
it's like my
never
middle
mind.
school French coming out.
I got you on that one.
Oh yeah.
I got J apostrophe. That's as far as I get in anything French.
Oh okay.
It's the most important things you need to know because with it you can create anything.
So like
Je arrive.
J'adore
Je-
amour.
nicely
I
done.
adore mi amor.
So do you feel we were talking off air like about like my culture and the language I speak and stuff, and like I'm wondering for you, like does your culture or like upbringing like influence any of the music that you listen to or not really?
Well, so I'm Chicana. I'm Mexican, but I'm like, oh God, like super, Americanized. I'm third generation.
Mm-hmm.
So I do love like oldies and
Yeah.
a lot of like romantic kind of like sad songs. That's kind of like what I grew up to.
Yeah.
Also a lot of freestyle.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
I honestly feel like those two things kind of like really connect
They do.
what I listen to now,
Yeah.
Like Egyptian Lover. Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like a lot of like tech. I don't even know. Like
Yeah, it's kind of like dancey
yeah,
kind
like
of, right?
yeah,
Like synthy stuff.
for sure.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so I grew up to freestyle and oldies and my dad really liked George Michael.
Nice.
So I feel like I definitely see those things create what they have created from my or how they have created my taste in music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm always like fascinated by everybody's like formative like musical formations like when they're younger. Like what's an album that what's like one of the first albums that you owned?
Wow. Um Whoa. Well, okay. So the first tape I owned I think was Unbreak My Heart.
Oh, Tony Braxton?
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I was like my mom told me I was like 2 or 3 when I picked it out. I was like I want that. But it was a tape. But anyway, that I feel like that doesn't really count cuz
No, it does because it's kind of like to what you were saying, like sad, kind of
Yeah.
like melancholy. Like it doesn't get any sadder than Unbreak My Heart.
right?
That's so funny.
But when I was a kid, my cousin used to make me these little mix CDs,
Mm.
and I was like about 7, and she was a few years older than me, and she was going through her like this really big time in her life where she was about 13. She was going through like opening up as a queer person,
Mhm.
and so a lot of these like mixed CDs were Bikini Kill
Heck yeah.
and what else was on there? There's this artist called Patsy and she had a song called I Like to Eat and I cannot find it anywhere uh but a lot of those songs on the mix Sissy Bar
Very nice.
a lot of those songs Sleater-Kinney
Nice.
Nice.
definitely created like a little pathway into music and
Wow.
yeah, super nostalgic for me.
And how old were you again?
Like 7.
Wow.
And we would be listening to Sissy Bar Punk Fries in the car. And
You are
it was
not my friend.
Yeah,
You're eating
Yeah.
punk fries
are not-
again.
Ugh, so good.
I love Sissy Bar to this day.
Yeah.
That's a great like those songs are really great like at that age for a girl to hear, I think, as well, cuz like you're really kind of going through this transformative time like when you're like 7, 8, like 9. Again, you're thinking about all the kind of like social norms and how you're supposed to be. And so like those songs can be like really affirming like for kids, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
For sure.
That's so
And,
awesome.
Yeah, and we would like rock out and I remember going to Lake Tahoe and I had my cousin had a Sleater-Kinney CD and it had Get Up on it and we were like we try to like do a good impersonation of Corin Tucker, you know her like call on me.
I like that you
That's
wiggled
really
your throat.
good.
Yeah, you gotta do it. But yeah, a lot of those like that kind of stuff was a big part of growing up. And I think the first album I had was a Sleater-Kinney CD that I stole from the library. So
Awesome.
yeah, around that
Like
age.
stole as in put it in your pocket and walked out, or stole as in you checked it out and forgot to return it?
Yeah, forgot to return it, so
I mean,
it
they
was
kind
mine.
of set it up that way. I'm sorry, libraries, but you don't do a very good job of preventing that.
Yeah.
In an honorable society, people would always return things. Just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.